Happy Sunday, fun day. Oh my gosh. I am Mama Rita Rose, also known as Margarita Rose, also known as light worker, embodier, person who is remembering who I always have been. I was born perfect, whole, just like you. So I hope that you don't stroll away right now, because this message is important, because I am calling into action the people out there who are cycle breakers. Are you a cycle breaker? Are you finding yourself searching for meaning, searching for truth, searching for something that you know? There's just a calling. So if this sounds like you, I'm saying, don't hide. Don't shy away from the truth of who you are. We are at a space where we are all remembering. We can thank the internet and COVID and just the time of being in Aquarius and we are in the space of Aquarius. Yes, that's my sign, by the way. So I love it. I love it. I'm all in. And at the same time, I have gone through my life always knowing that there was a greater calling, a greater purpose for me. Were you born with that same calling? And if you were, why, where are you? Where are you, my friend, my sister, my brother? We need you. Stop being afraid of being judged or criticized, because people are going to judge and criticize what they don't understand and what they don't want to take in. And the truth is, it's fine. It's fine if they don't. It doesn't mean anything about you. It doesn't mean that you're broken. It doesn't mean that you're not enough. It doesn't mean that you're a horrible person. It just means that you are presenting a space for them that they're still not ready to come home to. I have been on this journey for so long, as far as I can remember, and then I got sidetracked. And then I felt like, oh my gosh, I'm so late to the party. I am not a young whippersnapper anymore. I'm not like in my, what would you say? What would society say? Help me, guys. Thank you. Hi. Oh, I see people. This is a very low vibe. Oh, a low vibe or low vibe? I think you misspelled that, Miss L. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm asking you if you're a cycle breaker. Because if you're a cycle breaker, that means you were meant to come here and stir shit up. Stir shit up. Not like for a poop scoop, but like to remember and wake us up. Show of hands on this live. Are you an awakener? Are you here to raise our vibration? Are you here to wake us up and remember who you are and help us remind ourselves what we were actually meant to come here to do? Because if you don't know what the hell you're doing, then you're wasting your time. And I am saying right now, like, I have been wasting my time trying to figure out why I still feel broken, why I still feel that shit's not working in my life. And the moment that I feel I have a breakthrough, or the moment that I feel like I'm in a high vibe and I've expanded and evolved, life happens and I get thrown back into the freaking penalty box. But you know who's putting me there? I am. I put myself there. Are you putting yourself in your own penalty box? Because if you're putting yourself in your own penalty box, I gotta tell you, why are you clipping your own wings? Why are you allowing the people in your life to be right? No, You get to shine because you, my friend, you matter. You are enough. And you were brought here for a reason. You came here for a reason. You chose to be here in this moment for a reason. Like, I don't know what you believe, and I hope that you believe something outside of yourself, but like, you didn't come here by accident. You didn't come here just because your parents decided to have sex or whatever the situation was of your conception, but like, you actually chose, your soul chose to incarnate into the people that you surround yourself with, because you told yourself in some way, like, I want to know more about that. I want to know what love means on a deeper level. So you chose to choose a life of no love, so that you can really appreciate what love means and what it is when you find it and when you feel it. If you came here to experience peace, then you chose a place of war, of constant war, so that you can appreciate the moments of peace on a deep level. And that can go on and go on and go on. And the truth is, when you are lack of something, and you are in lack of that all the time, that when you do find the thing that you were looking for, that you were lacking, don't you appreciate it more on a deep level? Don't you appreciate it and are grateful for it on a way that just says, wow, I had no idea. Well, that's what life is. That's why we're here. We're here to experience those positive aspects of who we are on a deep level. But we need to stop, right? Not that we need to, but you're invited to. It is your choice. It's free will. You're invited to not hold on to the negative story, but use that story as a catapult, as a trampoline, so that you can ground yourself in what it is that really matters. Your peace of mind matters. So why are you still thinking so much about the things that don't work? Why are you being the number one person telling yourself your life sucks? Everybody else is going to do it for you, because everybody else, that's what society says that we get to be. So you are not the one who should be putting a void stamp on their own life, because you do matter. When you show up unapologetically, and you show up in your light, and you show up in your truth, and you show up in your worth, people get affected, people get shifted, people have enlightenments and aha moments, or their day is just better because you showed up. So your presence matters. It doesn't matter if you show up in a heavy space, right? Maybe you need a friend. Maybe you need a friend. And that friend shows up for you. And they say something to you in that moment of hardship, that now you find yourself saying the same thing to other friends who are in the same boat as that you were in that conversation. And now you're paying it forward. You're giving the same advice to somebody else that was given to you, that helped you, that supported you. And that's what we're here for. We're here to just lift each other up. We're here to really just rise one another up from the ashes, arm in arm, not in spite of each other, but because we are different. Not in spite of our differences, but because we are different. Because we are unique, because we are special, because we do have a unique voice to share in the world. And I find it very interesting that I go live on here and no one's chiming in. Nobody has the attention span for a positive conversation or an uplifting message, because we want to hear people's hardships. I feel like we got so complacent in the mediocrity of life, in the entertainment. Our entertainment tells us that we need to have things happen now. Everything's aggressive. Everything is competitive. We need to figure out how we can survive and take the other person out. But no, life, the real life, this real life that you're living, feeling alone and feeling not seen and feeling not heard. It's because of this society. It's because of the mainstream media telling us how we're supposed to be. And it's also programming telling you that you're not enough unless you meet these standards. It's saying that you're weak if you can't. But the truth is, we are social beings. We thrive in community. We thrive helping each other out. We thrive in collaboration, in coming together and supporting one another. Because that, when you help somebody and you show up for somebody, when you need somebody, they will be there for you. That's the truth. So why are we stepping on people's toes? Why are we trying to take over when we can be one as a community, when we can be one as an empire? So my question is, even though I have I can't see any more live streaming coming in, any I'm gonna leave. Sorry you left. Sorry you left your life. Sorry you leave all the time when things get heavy. Sorry you leave and abandon yourself. Have you been abandoning yourself? Like, I love these people who come and go. Like, where else do you come and go in your life where you don't actually ground yourself in anything that is meaningful to you? Is this what you do? Like, people come in for 2 seconds. That's all the attention I have. That's all the attention I have is 10 seconds, if that. And that is how we've been programmed. That is how we can first start to break the programming, break the system, break the pattern. Show up not just for yourself, but for other people. Like, let's start lighting the path in how we want it to be, not the way society says it's supposed to be. Because that has not been freaking working. That has not been working for a lot of years. And now we're having big pharma and FDA and all these things that affect our food and our EMFs and all these things that I'm supposed to not say because, like, honestly, I've been so afraid to speak my truth because of my life being in danger. Like, where else are you afraid to show up? Like, this is where they want you to be. This is where society says that you get to be because you're better controlled, afraid, than you are enlightened. And the truth is, my friend, you were born with superpowers. You were born a healer and a manifester and a psychic. This is your innate birthright. You were born with joy in your heart and with love running and coursing through your veins. But no, we've been programmed to believe that we need to hit certain marks in order to be enough, to be worthy, to matter, to be strong, to be healthy. Like, no, I call bullshit, and it's time that we all start calling bullshit, because that's the only way that we're going to break out of the matrix. So if you want to break out of the matrix, you hold the key. You hold the key, and you not sitting here for more than 10 seconds, you're just begetting the problem. You are the problem. You heard me right. You are the problem. You being someone who can't even focus for more than 10 seconds on anything that might actually mean something, you'll never change the problem. You'll never be part of the change. So I invite you today, and I'm telling you, this is me going bold. This is me not even knowing what I'm saying right now. This is me just saying I am risking everything to share my truth. Risking everything and being not liked. Risking everything and being seen on a certain light. But at this point, I don't care, because it's so important. It's so important that we share our truth. It's so important that we really come from the space of love and truth. What is truth anymore? Now with AI, it's going to get even harder. It's going to get even harder to distinguish between the two. So it's even more important. It's even more of a vital time to show up, to speak out, to be bold, and be free. And come home to the remembrance of who you actually are as a light energy being, as a manifester, and as a psychic, somebody who has a knowing. You probably already have experienced some of these gifts. Share below. Share in the comments. Do you feel like you have a knowing or psychic ability? Maybe you have dreams. Maybe you say things to people sometimes and you don't even know what you're saying, and they tell you, oh my God, when you said this to me, you're like, I don't remember saying that to you. You're a channeler. Maybe you transmute pain into light just by being present in a room. We all have gifts. We all are healers. It's time that you take back your power to heal yourself, because when you heal yourself, you heal others and you heal the world. I invite you to look in. What is stopping you? What story are you holding on to? Why are you trying to be right? This isn't woo-woo stuff anymore. Because all the other things that you thought were true, they're not working. And it's time that we break the mold. And it starts with you coming back home to who you are and remembering your truth. Until next time, I am Margarita Rose. Be kind to yourself and others. Lead from love. Spread joy.